I'm the Who Guy and welcome back to a very special review where today we're checking out the character options 14th Doctor and the Meep Vortex Edition Collector's Set. This is an awesome 2-pack featuring the 14th Doctor and the Meep. This is a jacketless 14th Doctor and we get some accessories and an extra Meep head. If you guys aren't already, make sure to smash that like button and subscribe down below. Let's get straight into the review. So here it is, the 14th Doctor and Meep Vortex Edition figure set, and doesn't it look wonderful in this packaging? I absolutely love this style guide packaging. It's the 14th style guide packaging with the kind of rainbowy vortex at the back. That was seen some of the 60th anniversary products, and of course we've got our diamonds showing that this is a high deco Vortex Edition figure, as well as that is in the 5.5 inch scale range, and we have alternate Meep head and hands and a 14th Doctor Sonic included, and of course it's from the 14th Doctor era. Got the character options logo there, and of course the Jodie Whittaker TARDIS and the Doctor Who logo on the top left. Loads more Doctor Who logos and the character website scattered all along this box. On the back of the box we have this lovely write-up all about the Star Beast, as well as what a Vortex Edition figure is and the contents inside, and a nice little quote from the 14th Doctor himself. And of course that merchandising sticker and your legal stuff on the bottom. A really nice packaging as always. It's really nice how this is displayed with the Doctor, his Sonic, and the Meep with his other hands and head. So I really do like this packaging. And opening up this packaging, it has this, yes, the Star Beast ship itself. So that's really cool. A really nice scene from the 60th anniversary. So this is really nice that we do just get this kind of cardboard insert. And I guess you can display your figures with this if you like. But if not, it's just a nice little added bonus. And this is everything that is included in the set. So we've got our accessories here, as well as our Meep and our Doctor. So firstly, we're going to check out the Doctor and compare him to that original release. And then we're going to check out the Meep. And here he is, our jacketless 14th Doctor, and doesn't he look exceptional? Yes, I'm very happy to say that I am very pleased with this figure. He's got some fantastic updates to his original release, as well as just making him unique without the jacket. And I can see a lot of people taking bits of this figure and adding it to that original Blue Coat release. So starting off with detail, we get the brand new head that I have been really wanting from this figure, just because that original release did have quite a bad head sculpt. Well, I lie, the head sculpt was alright, but the paint apps on it were terrible, and this one of course is now finally using that base plastic, which means we finally don't get loads of paint just slabbered on. Yes, the detailing is coming through much better, and it looks like David Tennant much better now, and the hair has been given this nice little brown wash as well at the top, so that looks much better than that original release. Fortunately, it's not just an easy swap with the head from that original release. You are going to have to do a bit of heating up parts and a bit of changes if you want to. This won't just pop off and pop onto the other head, unfortunately. But coming down to his tie, it looks wonderful. Look at that design work, really nice detailing on that tie itself, and just looks really neat. And once again, much better than that original release. And we get the checkered waistcoat, which looks fantastic with the buttons unpinned on most of them, bar one. The detail on this is exceptional, much darker than that original release. We of course get the blue back, which is accurate to the episode. This has been given a dark wash as well, just so we can have that added layer of detailing. And belt buckle on the back has also been painted silver, so that's really nice attention to detail. The sleeves are where it kind of comes apart for me. Being a brand new sculpt, I wish these were rolled up a bit more, just a bit more accurate to the episode. I find it really strange that they have sculpted this brand new sleeve and yet it's still inaccurate. That just seems like a misstep from them. It's still alright, it's not the end of the world, but I feel like this sleeve should be rolled up a bit more. Of course, the hands, there's no detailing on them, they're just in that base skin tone plastic. And I do believe like these little slither sections here just on the edge of the waistcoat should be painted white also. Looks like they got a bit lazy on that one. But the design on this is fantastic, and the printing work has been put on really nice, and I really do like the design on this. And that continues down to the trousers, which once again, no fault, it looks wonderful. And of course, coming down to those kind of Converse looking shoes, they are grey. I'm not too sure whether that's accurate or not. I think it is. It looks cool, and I'm very happy with this figure. For articulation on this guy, of course, we get the head rotation, which will do the full 360. Kick out there, it's on like this nice little ball joint. It's nice when we do get a ball joint on these newer figures. And we get, of course, articulation at the top of the arm, a bend at the elbow. His wrists do have articulation, quite tough, but they do the full 360. Coming down to his waist, of course, you can turn it, but it's kind of hindered by the waistcoat. Could obviously rock back and forth. The legs do jut out, of course, not too much, but they do, and they also come out to the side like that. Also a bend at the knee, and that is literally it for articulation on the legs. So articulation on this guy isn't too bad. The arms are pretty decent. The legs, yeah, because they're reused parts from previous figures, they're not the greatest standard of articulation, but it's pretty much what you expect from these character options figures. And for accessories, yes, he finally gets his 14th Doctor Sonic. This has been painted really well, actually, for his minute size. Really happy to finally have a character options release of this Sonic. Sit very comfortably in the 14th Doctor's hand. And yeah, looks pretty decent. But overall, very happy with this 14th Doctor figure. Let's compare it to that original release. And here is that original release with a custom Sonic in his hand, because I didn't realise they were going to actually make this Sonic. I gotta say, I still prefer this one just due to the blue coat. I just think this is more iconic to the 14th Doctor. However, the head sculpt, yeah, it's night and day which one is better. Much better without that slathered paint on. It just looks so much better and much more like David Tennant. The tie also, I would say, is much better on this newer release, and the checkered design is much more subtle on this newer release than this original release, which I think does make for a better looking figure. The shoes are pretty much the same though. The sculpt is pretty much the same apart from the blue coat. Head sculpt does make a difference. It is such a shame we can't take this one off and add it to this new figure, but both of them look great side by side. But of course, the star of the show has to be this little guy. Yes, the Meep. Beat the Meep, or just the Meep, whatever you want to call him. This has to be one of my favourite character options figures we have had in a long time. A brand new sculpted figure from Character Options. What? I never thought we would see the day, and this one is absolutely exceptional. Has a nice weight to it as well, and an exceptional job with it, with the added accessories as well, with the different Meep heads as well. Just make this figure a top tier Doctor Who figure. It's very unique, the way the articulation works, and just the size of it just makes it something that is definitely going to be standing out in your collection. Starting off with just the colour, I think it looks really great. On camera, it does look much darker than it does in person. A little wash to it. It does work. It's not as prominent in real life than it is on camera, so it's not too much to worry about, to be honest, because I kind of think of the Meep just being this kind of white fluff ball, and this does kind of give it a little bit of depth at least. Starting off with the head though, the ears have been painted wonderfully. They've been given kind of this pinky purplish texture in the inside, which just adds to this figure itself. And those eyes, those shiny bulbous eyes, just look at the detailing in those eyes. They look really cool, and just the detailing and sculpture work that has been put into this figure is really unique and really top tier. Coming down to his body, you get all the different fur and his arms here, all painted really nicely. You got the bandage on the one hand, which of course is present in the episode, and his little knuckles have been painted a nice pinkish colour there to go with his tan hands. Details with the mouth as well, and coming down to the body, just with this crouched position. This is pretty much as good as you're going to get for a figure representation of the Meep. It would have been weird if it had leg articulation. I think it wouldn't really stand well, and the feet don't have articulation. It would have been nice if they were kind of on a spin, but I guess just for the integrity of the figure they don't. But they look really cool and have been given that kind of pinkish wash on the little knuckle bits and end of the toes. Fantastic figure for detailing. Articulation wise, not the greatest, because of course just it's the Meep. He doesn't really move too much in the episode. He doesn't need articulation. You're going to pose him mostly like this or in a different way, which we will get to. But his head does have this ball joint rotation on it, so that's really nice. So you can get some nice little tilts and expressions on him. And his arms do kick out, as you can see here. They do bend out, which is really nice as well. I wasn't expecting that. We do get a bend at the elbow, of course, and his wrists have a little bit of articulation, but it's not too much. And apart from that, it's just his waist, which is again on this kind of ball joint ab crunch kind of thing, which makes again just a little bit of rotation, can give a lot of character to a figure. But overall, we're very happy with this awesome little bugger. Now let's get into the accessories with that swappable Meep head. Swapping that Meep head is as easy as anything. You just pop off the one head and you get a completely new figure, in my opinion. This really changes the look of the Star Beast himself, and look at that menacing look. Do have a little bit of pink paint there, but I'm sure that will come off. I love the wash as well that this figure's been given at the top of the head. Really makes it stand out. But look at those evil eyes and the evil smile with those teeth. That is just fantastic and really just gives an absolute new dimension to this figure. Just look at that. That's two different characters right there. So I've had to buy two of this set just so I can display both Meeps. But look at that evil little bugger. The light on the camera as well is making him even more scary. Looks like he's looking at you from every angle. But of course you can swap out these kind of cute hands. This figure is loaded with accessories, so not only does he have the extra head, he has the extra set of hands. So we have this one, which is kind of an open clasped one. We have this one where he's kind of making kind of a little bit of a fist. We have this open clasp one. The most important one, in my opinion, is the gun one, which has been glued into place, which is really nice so you won't lose it. And that will go very nicely with the mean Meep face. They are quite rubbery, so do be careful when plugging them in to just hopefully plug into place. And here we have the Meep with that gun in hand, and that looks wonderful. Again, it just gives this extra dimension. They need to do more of this with some villains. Just give us some villains we've never had before. Just like the Wraith Warriors would be a massive upgrade to the collection. Give us a toy maker. And just give us creatures like the Meep, because they make the best figures. And with the added accessories, you can just make completely different versions of the character. And once again, character have knocked it out of the park with this awesome release. I think this collector set is fantastic. It's going to look awesome on the shelf, especially that Meep figure. A brand new sculpt, a brand new figure, and I really just want more from the 60th anniversary. I want a Wraith Warrior, I want a toy maker, I want a Donna.
Anything else?
Are we ever going to get them? Who knows? But we got a Meep. I didn't think we were going to get a Meep, so this is really awesome. And if you have enjoyed the video, make sure to smash that like button and subscribe down below. I've been the Who Guy, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.
I want more.